Welcome to day 591 of 1,350 days. Now today I have 64 book sales to report, bringing the total to 4,007. And now that I've crossed this new threshold of 4,000 sales, I just want to show you guys something. Okay, so what you're looking at here is a history of my book selling journey. You have on the left axis there the number of years it's taken me to sell various copies of my book, and on the right axis there you have the number of copies of books that I've sold: the first 1,000, the second 1,000, the third 1,000, and the fourth 1,000, which I've just reached over the last week. So basically what I wanted to show you guys, and bear in mind that this journey goes way back beyond when I started the 1,350 days channel. That has been running, well, as I said at the start of the video, for 591 days. This journey encompasses 9 years. Wow, 9 years of being an author and selling books. And what I wanted to point out to you is that you can see here that it took me 6 years and 10 months to sell my first 1,000. I remember when I first started the journey, my journey, getting to 100 seemed pretty much impossible. I didn't know how I was going to do it. Then when I got to 100, I thought, well, maybe I can get to 1,000. But as you can see, it took me a hell of a long time to get there, 6 years, 10 months. However, after I got that first 1,000, I kind of cracked the code in a way, not in the sense that I'm selling huge amount of units, but in that I built up enough momentum, built up a big enough audience, built up enough knowledge to know how to sell books, that the second 1,000 took me 1 year and I think it's 1 year and 4 months. Third 1,000, even quicker than that, was just 6 months. I did that by September of last year. And the fourth 1,000, which I've just done over the last week, took me just 4.5 months. So you can see the progression. Here you can see, although yes, it could be argued that it's taken me too long. I'd absolutely agree with that. But you can see what happens when you continually put time into a project. The rate at which you achieve a milestone, this milestone being 1,000 copies sold, gets quicker and quicker. And another thing I like to do, and it's a way of motivating me, it's a goal I set, is I always like to beat the time I've achieved before. So 6 years, 10 months for my first 1,000. Well, it wasn't going to be difficult to beat that. And obviously my second 1,000 was a lot quicker. So then my third 1,000 needed to be quicker. My 4,000 needs to be quicker, and so on and so on. And by doing that, you have something to aim at. You are programming your subconscious. You are telling it, great, let's get the same result, i.e. 1,000 copies sold, but let's do it quicker this time. So it starts to come up with ideas. It starts to bring about those so-called coincidences that can make that goal happen. So whatever your goal is, whatever journey you're on, try to copy this technique and find a similar yardstick, a similar measure that you can use. Maybe, you get the speed at which you get 10 clients. Maybe it takes you 6 months to get 10 new clients initially. If that's the case, try and get 10 new clients in 5 months after that. This is just a good trick for programming your subconscious and giving you something to aim for. So it's the end of the day now, and every day before I go to bed, I spend about 5 minutes visualizing what I want to achieve. When it comes to book writing, I have a couple of thoughts which I continually focus on. One is just seeing the number 1 million. As you can see on this video, I have it displayed there. That's the goal, so I just visualize that number. Then I have a couple of other thoughts that I generally go through. One is imagining seeing one of my books at an airport and how happy that will make me. And finally, another one is going back to my old university, Manchester, having achieved my goal of selling 1 million copies of my book, and just going back to the site of my greatest unhappiness being having achieved my goal and mission, and what would probably be my greatest happiness. So those are the kinds of things I visualize over in my head for 5 minutes, just keeping my eyes closed and running those mental movies over through my mind. And the whole purpose of that is to program my subconscious. I talked about it earlier in the video with the targets when it came for the book sales, and I'm also doing that at night. So I'm programming my subconscious mind for success, feeding it with images of what I want to achieve, knowing that it will respond with ideas and coincidences, synchronicity, meeting the right people that will put me on the path to achieving my goal. Obviously, I don't just only dream of selling books. There are other important areas of my life as well that I focus on, but for the purpose of this video, I just thought I'd discuss that. So this is my nightly routine, which will see the end of day 591, and I will see you again very soon.